Hi, nice to see you.
Hi, good to see you too.
All right, we're gonna go through a little bit of how your performance is going and how you liking the job so far.
I really like it. I'm really loving my kiddo and I love the team and I love our the support system.
Oh, awesome. All right, you do a great job in being punctual and being committed to your clients and coming in for every shift and being reliable. So that's a really great because our kiddos definitely need consistency. So I appreciate that. Thank you. We are struggling a little bit on being on time though for our clients. So that's definitely a big one, but you're showing up every day for your clients, is huge. So I would like to move your being on time for your clients and making sure our documentations are at least about 95%, it sounds like. So I have some action plans if you want to see what we think.
Okay.
All right. So I think that sorry, I'm pulling on my cord. We can review some trainings and our policies for our documentations because these go to insurance. Insurance see these, so we want to make sure that they're getting in on time. Um, because they are health documents basically for our
Hmm.
kiddos that are coming here. So, if insurance stops paying, they can't come back.
Right.
We'll create a checklist for you to make sure what we're putting in our documents are appropriate, um, they're professional, you can observe everything you're reading. So, like for example, a tantrum. Okay, the client had a tantrum. What did you see? Did you see screaming, crying, dropping to the floor? For aggression, did you see kicking, biting, scratching? Um, Elopements, what did you, for elopements, it's a little harder. So you can say they ran from you, but what did you do? They ran more than 3 feet. That's in sometimes in some of their behavior plans, they can't go more than 5 feet. So you can be like, hey, client eloped more than 3 feet.
Okay.
So, those are a little harder sometimes. Uh, so those are big ones. Client engaged in throwing, behaviors. What did they, and you don't have to really say what they threw, but throwing is a pretty big one that you can observe. So it's more of the ones that you can't see, like aggression. What does the tantrum look like?
Okay.
Um, Peer support definitely is a big one. Because I'm not normally with you guys all the time and with those clients sometimes, so they can definitely give you that feedback on, hey, this is what works for me, so I can get my notes done. Maybe you can try it for this client. So they are definitely also using you sometimes have another client and one-to-one with you, so you can be like, hey, can I just finish my note real quick? And you can watch them while you're also doing your note, being kind of like your second eyes on them, in
Hmm.
the corner of your eye. So, how does that sound a little bit?
I think that would all be really helpful. Would I also be able to see a good model of a completed notes page or like that
What they
checklist or
look
that
like?
documentation? Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I feel like sometimes I
absolutely.
struggle with just knowing while the checklist would be nice, but just seeing an example of this is what foliage should look like would be helpful.
Yeah, like the right wordings and making sure it's all,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
Because sometimes it's really hard, I feel like, to make all the sentences go exactly where they need to be and as detailed as they need to be. So seeing a good model would be helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. I can definitely. Um, I can make you one and show you what I would write, and then vice versa, see what you would write, and then we can both, like, as we do what we do for our kiddos as we shape their behavior, we'll just shape that.
Okay.
So we're moving right along to your clinicals. Is you're empathetic to your patient, and you're patient with our clients. That's a big one, especially working with this population. Patience is a huge. Um, so you build rapport and trusting relationships within your sessions as well. I see a lot of the times your clients are smiling, they're laughing in your session, so that's really great. And building a rapport with your clients definitely help with instructional control. So then you can give that instruction of, hey, we're gonna go to the bathroom this in this many minutes. They're able to follow that instructions. I am seeing some difficulty in implementing our behavior plans though and our treatment plans. That's a big one. So how to support those behaviors during those times. And those are strategies to help um, our clients decrease those behaviors. And then we want to make sure that we're being consistent across the board. So, home is doing it correctly, and then staff is doing it correctly. So, we get the same results each time they occur. So then they can decrease, and everyone's showing the same.
Hmm.
So, I would like to, um, one of our goals I would like to do is implement. And if you have any questions for the behavior plans. Here's some action goals that I would like to. We can do some coaching. So if you have any questions on the behavior plans, I would definitely like to do a check-in, a one-to-one with you to see what you understand about the behavior plan, what you don't understand about our behavior plan, what words sound weird, what's something you do, you know, hey, I got this down, but what I don't got down is this part.
Okay.
And then we can do some role playing bi-weekly and being like, um, I'll do some aggression. I'll do some, obviously not horrible, and be like a fake role playing to see how it would, and be like, all right, this is the client, and we'll pull up, whatever client you would work with that you have, and then we can look over that behavior plan. I can overlap you also and sit back and watch and see what you do, and then tweak what you do. So I think you do a great job in this aspect. And then this is what I think that will support you also in this t during those times.
Hmm.
We can also look at the RBT competency exam that we do and then see what skills that also need to um we can work on as well. So do you have any questions on those?
I don't think so. I think sometimes I struggle when it's time to implement the BIP. So with clarifying um like exactly what behavior like quantifies having the BIP implemented, and then at what point do I draw the line and say, okay, now it's time to put this BIP into place.
Yeah, absolutely. We can definitely look into that. We should, I think some of our majority of our behavior plans have precursors in there. So what you'd see, so sometimes you can see a twitch in their leg before they aggress or before it occurs. Sometimes it's a look that they have. Sometimes it's they scrunch their face before a behavior. So
Hmm.
we can go over those precursors before, and we want to make sure we're looking out for those before those behaviors occur, so then we can um make those strategies. If they do occur, those are when we implement those strategies.
Okay.
All right, does that make sense? Or we can go
Yes, thank
more
you.
into it during our check-ins as well too. All right, our lastly, we're gonna do our interpersonal. I think that you're so warm and approachable with our clients and our colleagues. Um, your clients are able to come to you when they're upset, and you're able to meet those needs for them. So you're able to comfort them. You're able to, you know, if they're tired, they're able to lean on you for those kind of things. So I think that's great. You bring a positive attitude to our team, which is great, especially on those tough days. It's like a ray of sunshine. So I do definitely appreciate that. Our field is definitely a high turnout rate, so I definitely appreciate that sometimes. I do see we have a little bit of trouble with communicating sensitive information or de-escalating situations with families. So that's a big one with our boundaries. So when there is conflicts with families, that's definitely hard. Um, just like I would say, like as a in customer service, the retailers and the servers normally get a lot of the blunt of it, and the managers are there to do that conflict. That's like our RBTs. The parents go right to the RBTs and be like, "Why is this happening? Why is this happening?" And I would be like, "Well, I apologize. This is occurring." I would just redirect to a supervisor if
Hmm.
needed, or be like, "Oh, I would bring it up to your BCBA." So definitely we can do those kind of things, and then we will. I would like to get our strategies up to 90%. over the next 60 days. Do you think that is doable for you?
I think so, yeah.
All right, perfect. And these are some action plans that we can talk about. And if you need any tweaking, you can let me know if what's working for you, what's not working for you. I would like to implement some skill workshops. I think this would be great for our whole clinic for conflict resolution. Because you're not just gonna deal with it in the clinic, you're gonna deal with it outside, um, at the store, things. So, and some also great skills are like communication effectively and active listening. We'll do role playing and scenario practices. So, like if a parent is really mad at you, or this is what's going on and they're venting to you, what are you supposed to do in those
Hmm.
aspects? We'll meet one to one and, give back feedback on, hey, this is what's going on in my client, and I don't know how to um tell this parent, those kind of things. So.
Right.
And then we'll do debriefing sessions because I definitely know when challenging times occur and what to say during those. If an injury occurred for a self-injurious behavior, high aggressions, in that cases, I will definitely support you in those times. And then we can also meet one-to-one what to say during those times as well.
Hmm.
Does that sound like an effective strategy?
I think so. I think I would also really appreciate some extra support when it's time to drop the kiddos off in the car. So when we have to walk our clients out to their car to their parents, um, sometimes my parents do ask me a lot of questions that I don't know how to answer, and having that additional support at the car would be really helpful, at least a few times, just so I better understand how to better direct.
Yeah, absolutely. I can definitely overlap you during those times and see how you played, and then obviously I'll step in if needed, or I will sit back and watch it and I'll get feedback, whatever you prefer, and then we can discuss it that way if you want me to talk, and then we will talk in our one-to-one sessions, and then
Mhm.
you know, so whatever feels comfortable, and then we will go from there.
Okay.
All
Thank you. I
right,
think that'd be really
thank
helpful.
you.
Thank
Do you have
you.
any more questions?
I don't think so.
All right,
I
thank
think
you
we
for
did okay.
coming.
Well, thank you.